Oh, that was so good. What's up, you guys? I wanted to show you a way to prepare nasturtiums other than adding them to a salad. There are so many edible leafy greens out there that are not typically in your market. And it seems like the default answer in preparing these edible greens is salad. And because there are so many complex flavors and textures from these leafy greens, I refuse to just put it in a salad. I noticed my nasturtiums have leaves big enough to make dumplings, so that is what I'm going to do today. You guys, we are making nasturtium wrapped shrimp dumplings. So of course, what do we do when we harvest vegetables from the garden? We wash them. Let's get rid of the bugs and bacteria. The leaf stems do snap when you bend them, and I want to try to use them to tie our dumplings. So that's why we are going to steam them until they are soft. Once they're ready, just strain them and set them aside for later. So like I said, we are making shrimp dumplings, and after you have peeled and deveined your shrimp, mince them up until it resembles a paste. It should be a bit sticky and coagulates easily, so place that in a bowl. Add some ground white pepper, a little bit of salt, and then some sesame oil. Then we're also going to add a little bit of lard. I do apologize for not having any measurements. That is just how I cook. And you can easily Google this recipe. After mixing my filling together, I am going to add a little bit of coriander, aka cilantro. It's not always in the recipes, but I like the flavor. Next, we're going to stuff our nasturtium leaves. If you've made dumplings before, this should be very familiar. Simply place a small amount of filling in the middle of your wrap and be careful not to overfill it. It may take you a couple tries until you can get a good idea of how much filling to put in your wrap. Then little by little, we fold the edges together until we completely envelop our filling inside. This part can be a little difficult because leaves don't mold together like regular dumpling wrappers do. The good thing is once the filling is completely enveloped, the stickiness kind of holds it all together. To tie my dumplings, I am using my softened leaf stems. This part did kind of work for me, but I was not completely impressed by it. I found that the stems were a little too thick for my liking, so I might not be using them in the future. Instead, I'm going to envelop my filling normally, and in place of using a stem, I'm just going to use a toothpick to hold it all in place. Yeah, I think that's a hell of a lot easier. Alright, so the last part of making dumplings is to steam it. Here I am using my bamboo steam trays, but you can also use other steamers as well. Once the water is boiling, I find that 10 to 15 minutes of steaming is plenty. And those look great. What do you think? Alright, so let's see how it turned out. That feels nice and firm. I am so excited about this because I've never made dumplings and I've never made them out of anything from the garden either. So this is gonna be a first for me. Let's give it a try. Oh, wow. That is like a burst of flavor. It's so good. I love it. The only thing I can say is that the cooked nasturtiums kind of loses its radishiness. So, but altogether, it's still amazing. Love it. Now I'm curious, what if I bring the radishy flavor back by adding it to a fresh leaf? Mmm. Wow. Makes it more refreshing, and then that horseradish kick just kicks in at the end. This would be so good with some tea. Hey, thanks for watching and make sure you like and follow for more videos.